All right, boom, and we're back. Saint LFCTV, myself, Saint, and yeah, man, we've got a couple of special guests in this one still because it's a bit of a prickly subject. So I wanted some neutral. You know what I mean? Yo, listen, before we get into it, listen, sorry, Ice, man, I'm very very sorry. Like, man, just started this thing. So we had a couple of technical difficulties, but shout out Ice in there, do you know what I mean? And shout out everyone else that's in, do you know what I mean? Apologies. But before we get this going, make sure that you lot are subscribing, do you know what I mean? I do make sure you subscribe, you're liking, do you know what I mean? Comments, get in the comments and we'll get it shown in that. So yeah, man, listen, we're here. Liverpool, we're not doing great. I'm very real. I'm probably one of the realest Liverpool fans out there. Do you know what I mean? So after we got slapped by Everton, I had to look at it and I said, nah, enough's enough, innit? Like, enough is enough. Like, looking at our title retention, it's dismal right now. And I feel personally, and I know that I'm not in the minority. There's a lot of people that feel this way, but I wanted to come out and voice it. I feel that FSG have a very, very big part to play in our dismal, do you know what I mean, run at the moment. So,
hello,
in with me to discuss this. I've got my boy, Nigerian Englishman from One Touch TV. Bob, how you doing, my guy? You good?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. Ready for this talk.
All right, man. Them after this, make sure you go over there. One Touch TV. Do you know what I mean? Producing real good content for all the Arsenal man. Them. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you go over there and subscribe and like up the things. We've also got my boy Jude. Do you know what I mean? Little Manchester United fan who thinks with a level head, said that he's gonna come and give his take on what we have to say on this. Do you know what I mean? So even though he supports a pagan team, allow him in it, allow it. Yeah, man. So yeah. Basically, I'm gonna kick this off.
Go on.
And feel free to
lay it off your chest, Nick. Get it off your chest.
But I understand how easy it is for a Liverpool fan to be sitting here saying, yo, listen, you know what I mean? Firstly, let me say that there's a lot of things that have contributed to the form in which we're in. If this was a bar graph or like a pie chart or something, you know what I mean? There would be a good couple segments. No fans is hurting us. Do you know what I mean? But like I said to my boy Jude, I'm not gonna allow that to be the only thing. Shout out Morshu. I'm not gonna allow that to be the only thing. Yes, it hurts us, and it probably hurts us along with certain other. It's not gonna hurt, say, a Man City. And all jokes aside, they ain't got. Do you know what I mean? They're not really like a fortress like that. So I understand that. But at the same time, there's no fans everywhere in it. I'm gonna portion some of the blame to Klopp. I do think that Klopp is my guy. Honestly, I want man to be my dad, but I'm be honest with you. Last time I checked, man was human, and I feel like he's been making some mistakes. I feel like Klopp is quite stubborn. I feel like Klopp has been reactionary in what's been going on with our team. So that's that aside. However, fundamentally, the predicament we find ourselves in, I think FSG have a very, very big portion to play. And that is because I will give FSG all the kudos that in terms of like business and all of that, they are the ones, you know what I mean? And I think you'll be hard pressed to find a better run team in terms of a business model. I get all of that. They make us money where we are now to where we were. It's mad. However, it's been a decade. It's been a decade since the takeover or just over. And in that time, we've only really won three titles in that time. One into 2012, obviously our title, Champions League, yeah. And I get that. And listen, before that, I understand. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, it's not like that's all we've done. You know what I mean? We've been runners up for a hot minute. Like, runners up, FA Cup runners up 2012, runners up in the league, obviously 2013-14, which we should have won. Carling Cup runners up 2016, Europa League runners-up 2016, Champions League runners-up 2018, obviously become runners-up in the league 2019. I get all of that, yeah? Cool. But everyone that watches football, that knows football, yeah? knows that the style of play in which we play, it isn't the what's it called? The not the rock and roll, the hard rock style that Klopp had before. It's not that. But at the same time, it's very high intensity. Very high intensity. We've been playing this style with great success for 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been no real progression within the team. In the season in which we won the league, like the Holy Grail, which I will forever hold PSG up for, we didn't. Anyone knows that at the time in which to reinvest and to trim a team is at its success. You don't wait for the model to then break down before you then think, especially when you're in a model that's buy to sell. Doesn't make any sense. Do you understand? So we got no one. Or rather, the season that we won the Champions League, we got Adrian, who subsequently I think cost us the Champions League the next year. Do you know what I mean? It is all it's all like, do you know what I mean? We'll buy cheap and we'll try and trim when really and truly there's sufficient things that we needed. And if we just got 1 or 2 things, like had we have got, like as the Premier League champions, especially when you ain't won it in 30 years, I think it is scandalous to see what's going on in your back line. No one thought that Van Dijk was gonna brock in January. I get that. I understand that. However, you look at the rest of the defenders. You've got Gomez, who is out for he's subject to injury. Matip, who I think is, in terms of talent, is top 3 centre backs in the league, but he's never available. You know that he barely plays 3 games in a row. Then,
bro, please let me know when I can interject.
Just after this, you know that this is not something that like, oh, it's just happened. You know that. So, and then you let Lovren go. So without getting someone, all you needed, if we had just someone that was a decent defender, we wouldn't be in this position. We literally wouldn't be in this position because of our lack of wanting to pay a little bit of dough when we needed it or when we should have. Now we're facing the fact that we're having to play Henderson in defense. That's now suffering from our creativity. And not only that, now Henderson's broke. Now we have not one senior defender. As the champions, it is scandalous for you to not have one senior centre back that you can call on. That's where I stand, and that's why I think as the owners, you have to have a big, especially when Klopp has come out and said, "I wanted centre backs." Klopp has come out and said, "I wanted centre backs." Go whenever you want.
All right. So wait. First of all, we need to get one thing clear first. Are you saying FSG are bad owners or they need to go? Which one are we? Or a bit of both? What are you saying?
I'm definitely 1000% saying FSG need to go. That is 1000% what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right?
Is it because they're bad owners?
In terms of them being bad owners, no, I actually think they're good owners. I just don't think they're good enough owners. If I'm honest.
So all right, so we'll come off that then. The fact that you don't think they're good enough. So as a Liverpool fan, like, I'm surprised to even hear anything like this. And me and you have been going back and forth for a while about this FSG thing, right? So my issue is you've said the reasons why they're good owners for me. Like in their time working with you, the amount of runners-up that you guys have got. And Jude, I don't know if you heard him say it. Like you brushed it off, saying like, "Oh yeah, we won the Champions League, and then we won 3 titles." Like, look how you're talking. You even lost the plot. Look how you're talking about the Champions League and the Premier League title. Like we won 3 titles in 10 years. Oh, like the way you just brushed it off like it's nothing. That's a big deal, bro. That is a massive deal. So any board that can say in their body of work in 10 years, they've got, man, a league title, a Champions League, and a few runners-up medals. That's a freaking fantastic board. And in terms of, they might not have necessarily got you exactly what you needed, exactly when you needed it, but coming into this season with the signings that they made in terms of Jota, Thiago, every Liverpool fan was coming into this season excited. Facts. That was before the whole Van Dijk situation, the Gomez situation. I understand that. but your predicament is not unique.
Hold on. Firstly,
On.
let me pick up on that point before. Shout out everyone that's in the chat. Shout out Lucian Thomas, all these Arsenal fans. Back in shocks and that. Nah, like in terms of, I will agree. Yes, I was happy, and you know why I was so happy? Because prior to that, we got nothing. We got nothing for 2 seasons. So you know, like when you give someone who's starving, you could give him any rock, anything. Like if you give him like some absolute fillet steak, some absolute super fillet steak, like.
Sorry, guys. I lost connection.
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah, no problem.
Even if the fillet steak is like probably gonna done out soon, it's still the mature. Bro, I will yam that like it's the best thing that it's ever happened to man. Like, do you know what I mean? And that was us with Thiago. We were like, oh my god, like, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, he was so. And even Thiago, look at how much dilly dally and them lot did. You're getting Thiago, Alcantara for less money than you're selling Brewster. And them man, they're still doing like it didn't make any sense. The only thing we got was a Minamino, in January. And if Minamino was worth 15 million, we wouldn't have got him. The only reason was because Michael Edwards was a shower man and found that £7 million clause, and we was like, and everyone in the world looking at man like,
bro,
£7 million.
These are the same owners that got you Van Dijk for however much. Alisson,
but they got
however much.
Wait.
They paid a big money on them.
No, wait. Hold on a second.
And I know you're gonna do this thing where you talk about
Hear what I'm saying, yeah? I'm talking to a lot of man that are saying to us, oh, but wait till the summer. These lot are gonna do a madness. Wait till the summer. These lot are gonna do a madness. Hold on a second, yeah? We're Liverpool FC. Like, I'm not trying to brag. We're up. It's not like we're Leicester. Like, oh, we won the league and we're just happy for that. Like, we are arguably, do you know what I mean, the biggest club in England. So what's going on? Like, the way in which I don't understand. So all of this, they're gonna spend big in the summer. Cool. So in the season, the 12-13 season, yeah, them man there spent 50 million. But our departures were 27 million. Yeah? Okay. In the 13-14 season, they spent 50 million. Our departures were 27 million. Yeah? 14-15 season, was our arrivals was 134 million. 6th season. You know them ones there? At the same time, our departures was 89 million. Yeah? 15-16, they spent 113 million around that. 6th season. But then our departures was 80 million. 16-17 season, our arrivals were 72 million, but our departures was 74 million. Yeah, so then on a minus there. 17-18, we spent 156 million, all of that Coutinho money, but we still let go of 173 million worth. Understand? That was minus 17 million.
Bro, this sounds like an amazing board that do good business
Yeah,
to me.
it
Bro.
sounds-
Dude, what you saying? What you saying?
I agree.
I was just about to say that on two folds. Yeah. No, wait. Let me finish my point. I beg you, let me land on two folds. One, I'm not going to sit here and not say that that's not amazing business. That is amazing business. But we're not sitting here watching man in suits and briefcases like kickball. This is a sport. Do you understand? So all I'm saying is every time they've ever spent large, they've only ever done it if it's because that's the model in which we're in. So what type of large spending are they planning to do this summer without recouping? And everyone can see that it is not, and this is the phrase I keep on using on my channel, it is not instead of. Our team, our squad right now, it is not instead of. It is not an Mbappe instead of Salah or a Haaland instead of. The only person maybe that I would happily sacrifice, not happily, but you could, is maybe a Bobby Firmino for someone. But other than that, we need additions too. And we don't have a board that's going to do that because they're too good businessly. Go on, your team.
No, go on, Shocks. No, go on, Shocks.
Listen, before you go, listen, shout out all the new fans, innit? Mr. Fanta, listen, shout out all the new fans. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're liking. I appreciate it. And before you actually go, let me say this. Listen, I says Edwards got us Van Dijk through Coutinho, not FSG. And that's exactly what I just said. Like without Coutinho going, we don't have the owners that we could sit here and say, oh, raw. Actually, they would have gone and got Van Dijk anyway. They would have gone and got Coutinho.
Aren't you not qualifying for top 4 around this time as well? So you're not getting Champions League money.
Say that again.
Yeah, you lot them lot weren't qualifying for Champions League for time.
Okay.
And they didn't have Champions League money. But what I'm saying is this, yeah. How long has FSG been at Liverpool?
Since 2010.
2010, right? So in 10 years, yeah. So what I'm saying, if they promise you a title, a Premier League title, a Champions League, and a couple of cups in 10 years of being there, would you have accepted that at the time?
1,000%. If
Would
he
you have
says
accepted that at the time?
1,000. Let me answer for him. 1,000%. 1,000.
Thank you.
Please.
Yeah, but hear what I'm saying. My point is football is always ever changing. You have no time to sit on your laurels and go, oh yeah, we smashed that.
Nick, you see the problem you're voicing here about your owners. We all have that. Arsenal have that.
No.
Have that. No, we do.
That's my thing. This is why I always beef with Shock because I'm saying to him, we are the new Arsenal. We are the new Arsenal. Like,
except you got trophies. You got trophies.
Yeah, except we got trophies. We've got valuable assets. We've got valuable assets at the moment. However, right, I don't want to turn into Arsenal. Like, this is what I'm saying. I would like us to go, and you can shut your mouth. Dude, you can shut your mouth about, oh, that's why man's got. Shut your mouth, bro. You're owned by the Glazers, and you lot ain't only now doing stuff. And look at where you've got Ed Woodward as your fucking. You've got no director of football.
Exactly.
And you still look at your team. You're still in for Sancho. You're still in for. Look at your team. You've got a better team than us. You got a better team than us. And we are champions, bro.
That's down to. We don't have a better team than you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Of course you do. Yes, you do.
Don't do that.
Listen.
Don't do that.
Dude.
Sucks.
Dude.
What, 11
are you listening?
11? Is that what you said? 11 for 11?
No. Yeah.
Dude, listen to me. If Salah and Mane don't score in my team, who the Ross Clark else is scoring? I beg you. Tell me.
All right. Hold on.
Wait, no, we got 11 for 11 right now, you man. Like,
yeah, hold on.
I'm just telling you.
Hold on. Hold on.
Shut up, man.
Who's scoring? Okay, who's scoring for us?
Pogba will chip in 1 or 2 goals. Bruno Fernandes is scoring.
Yeah.
Goals.
Okay, you got Bruno.
Even McTominay will chip in with a goal here and there. Shut your mouth. Mason Greenwood will. Wow. If Salah and Mane are not scoring, we're finished. As you can see, we haven't scored we scored 1 open play goal in Anfield this season. Don't talk to me, bro.
I still don't think we got a better team than you, squad than you.
Bro, don't talk. Yes, so you don't talk to me about your. Do
you know what it is?
Blazers,
do you know what it is? Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
Don't go into a madness in the summer, bro.
This is what I was saying. Shocks. Remember when we had that chat and I was saying to you, when your team is in form, everyone will say you got a good squad. When your team is doing bad, everyone will say your squad is dead. Last season.
Yeah, but hold on a second. You asked me a question, and then man just withered like a petal, bro. Man said,
"No,
yes. Who's scoring? Man rattling." And then man said,
"I'm not even rattling because you know what?
I started rattling off names, and then you were like, "Well, you couldn't really say no to that." It's
no,
true,
you know what
bro.
it is. It's not
it's
that.
True,
you know what it is.
Shout out. Wait. Before you say, Lucian Thomas says owners change expectations on club owners. I think Roman Abramovich done that way before, to be honest with you. Guys, one of you I think are getting a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, it's not me. It can't be me, can it?
Well, it's you, bro. Your mic is rubbing against something.
I'm pretty sure it's you. Yeah, listen.
It's not me.
I definitely think that Roman Abramovich was doing that way before City owners came in. He changed the expectation of owners. I think he was, like,
me.
It's not my mic. It's not my mic.
Yeah, it must be Shockers. It must be Shockers still, because I've just muted him.
Yeah, it's not mine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yours. It's yours. I've just muted you. So it's yours. But yeah, no, sorry, Jude. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. What was you saying?
No, I just feel like on your points, like I don't think we have a better squad than you. I just think because you're doing bad right now, it's normal to say, United squad's better than Liverpool's. I don't think it is at all. I just think we're going through a period where we're doing decent, and because we've been so bad for so long, like it looks like we're doing great, but we're doing really and truly. I think we're doing average. Like I don't think players have hit form. I don't think Rashford's hit form. I don't think Martial's definitely not hit form. Cavani's doing all right.
Is Martial hit form?
You know what? I said to my friend like the other day, Martial has to go this season. He has to go. Like
Yeah.
I think he's got talent, but I just don't think. I think his time at United's up.
Which is
I
what
think-
I said to you. I said to you, in terms of, I see very much the same things in Martial as I see in Bobby Firmino, and you wanted to scream at me, and I would say the same about Bobby Firmino, fam.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like at least his time at centre at number 9 is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. Can you hear the shots? You all right? Can you? Yeah.
Yeah, has that thing gone now?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, a lot better.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So.
carry on.
I just Drew's just trying to allude to the fact that basically he thinks that when your team's doing better, then people say that your squad's better. But your squad has been, I think with Man United that has always been the case. We've always said that your squad's been better than your manager. Like it's your squad that's, do you know what I mean? You've got game changers in your squad. We don't have game changers. We look on the bench. We don't have someone that's going to change the game. Like I said, unless it's Mane or Salah. And like I said, we have been playing this style of football for 3 years, including the season that we didn't win the league. That's still title winning form. You understand? And no wonder now that we're getting so many injuries. No wonder. I honestly would have called that Henderson injury, bro, because he's playing every game. Gini Wijnaldum is practically out the door. Yet man plays every single game, bro.
Bruv, look, hey, Nick, yeah. Look, you're preaching to the wrong choir because do you know what? Like, you lot have injuries no different to other championship winning sides, bro. Like, United have gone through this.
United have gone through this.
We've gone through this when Seaman has got injured for like half the season and that.
Yeah, but
hold on. We've all had that, bro.
United have gone through not having one senior centre back and having to play their DMs as CB. When was that? I beg you tell me what year that was.
City have.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't.
Last season
one.
they had, bro.
They had one.
Bro.
They had
Who was
one.
their senior centre back?
Otamendi was still there.
Come on, bro.
I never said you had to rate them. Bro, I will give anyone right now. We were looking to take Mustafi.
But you know what?
If you had Mustafi, you'd be happy. You telling me that, yeah?
Bro, I'd be happier than. Bro, we need our DMs where they need to be. I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be happy, but I'd be happier than what I am now. And I shouldn't even be that happy. Like, bro, what the hell is going on, bruv? What are you trying to tell me that you can't get a quick 25 million for a Botman and just sort us out? And then we can do stuff. No, we have to crumble like this. Because of what? You wanted to save money. Hear this. This is how much they wanted to flipping save money. They got us 2 bargain buys, went to Asda and got, when you're on that, when you go into that aisle where it's like, oh, it's nearly done out. Like it's reduced. Bro, yeah. They got us the reduced aisle, yeah, and then had the piss take to then shot Minamino to make up that dough. You don't think we could do with a Minamino now? Laying man down with his samurai sword. Come on, man. This is a joke thing, bro. This is a joke thing.
Do you know what it is? It's always hard to defend the title, man. You're putting too much pressure. Listen.
No, I understand that. It's hard to defend the title. What I'm saying is, don't make us crumble like this. Bro,
okay. Fair enough.
Like, we should have, bro, I get that. I've already long conceded the title. But this is a joke, bro. And I'm having Bear Man look at us talking nonsense. And I'm like, nah, bro, this is a joke. We should never be in this position. And you as bro, come on, man. What's going on?
So wait, you said something earlier. You talked about how where the new
before you even go on. Shout out Trudon, always been a long time supporter of the channel, man. Appreciate you, man. Said let's keep it real. If money talks, then why FSG not investing still? Dave and Fredo voice, done no.
Nah, but do you know why for me it's hard for me to take any of it? Like, if you were talking to maybe a City fan, a Chelsea fan, even a United fan, they could probably give you a different perspective. But for me, what I've seen happen to my club, and you trying to compare what's going on with your club to my club, it hurts. And I tell you why. Couple of reasons. Because we're not a business anymore at my club. In terms of, we don't have assets. We don't protect the contracts of our players, so they're assets. So that's why we're losing a bag of players on a free. You have situations, we don't have Coutinho situations or Suarez situations, or even right now Salah situations or Mane situations. If they were our players, they would easily roll into the last year of their contract and go on a free. But your board protects that from happening, innit? So that's a massive benefit for your board.
Yeah, but can I
Massively.
say, bro, I'm going to be the first one to say this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We were lucky. What can I say? We were lucky. We are the same as Arsenal, bro. We will let a man done out because we don't want to invest. And Arsenal's the same. The only reason why you have this problem is because you didn't want to invest. So you're letting a man done out. The fact is we were lucky. We had an asset who was, imagine if Aubameyang was laying it down 2 seasons ago, said, no, I'm going. And you could get serious beef in. That's what happened with us in Coutinho. We had,
but this is the thing.
There's nothing we could do. And we just invested the money.
Bruv. This is the thing, yeah. I would be upset at a bid of 70 million coming in for Aubameyang, but when they pay the 70 million, I'll be okay, innit? But the thing is, when clubs are coming in with these type of bids, we're not hearing that. But on the back of not hearing those bids, we're not protecting our assets by tying up their contracts so we can get that maybe the following year or the following year. We're just saying, okay, no, we're not accepting the big bids, and they're not protecting the asset.
That's the only way we differ.
That's the
because
difference.
We've got a power man like Michael Edwards in our backroom's a bit better. But in terms of other than that, yeah, I get that, and we're tying these man down. But at the same time, bro, we American owners, we're all sitting here, Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool, and the only thing we have in common is the fact that we all got American owners, and we all even Jude was like, yeah, well, I don't think look at our owners. But the only difference is your owners are flipping. They're willing to spend dough, bro. You know them ones there, they're willing to spend dough.
Who what? So wait, United owners are better than FSG, yeah?
Nah, they're not willing to spend. You think they are? You know what? It's our sponsorships. We just have very good sponsorships. We've got money coming from everywhere. We've got the biggest.
Whatever smokescreen you want to use, Jude, you lot are ready to spend money, bro.
You understand?
Yeah.
No
you lot are ready to spend dough now.
Sponsorship, money from Asia tours. I don't care where it comes from. You lot.
We are,
and you're ready to spend, bro.
We are. But what I'm trying to say, we think about how we spend our money. We don't just spend it. We're not like Man City. We don't just spend. You won't see us.
I get it.
We're not like that.
We're not as rich as Man City.
No, we're not.
But
our owners ain't. No.
For as bad as the Glazers have run Man United into the ground with the debt in which they owe and how they still slapping down dough, bro.
Yeah,
80 million for Maguire, slapping down dough.
Yeah, easy. Wan-Bissaka's 50M back.
So, what I'm saying is that your club, your owners, I'm not putting them on some high pedestal. I wouldn't want to have the Glazers own my club because of the way in which they run the club. But at the same time, you're in a better position because you don't have the model we have in terms of do you know what I mean? If you had a good director of football, someone who was actually investing the money in which you're prepared to spend better, bro, I would be fucking scared. That's
facts.
So we have all of that. We just don't have someone that's actually being like, you know what? Here's a little well, I'm not sitting here saying I want Mbappe. It's bullshit. We ain't
you are, but you are saying.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, bro. No, I'm not, bro. Shout out Trudon again.
We spoke about it a year ago.
Wait. Shout out Trudon. He said Arsenal had Ozil on 300k a week. Salah, Mane, VVD can't even get that kind of bag at Liverpool. Madness. This is what I'm saying.
The clubs. We do madness. That's why you're not us.
No, I do hear that. I do hear that. And I was just about to say, to counter that point, right? I don't think I get that. I get where he's coming from because we need, if we're going to talk about certain man like Mbappe, we can't even talk about Mbappe when we've got a pay structure that's paying man all 200 bags a week. That doesn't make any sense. That's not going to work. But at the same time, that's one of the things that I do rate FSG for is our pay structure and not running us into. We don't have anyone there that's hemorrhaging us. Do you know what I mean? I get that,
For
but
sure.
but that's not. I'm not here. I'm not. This is why when you asked me, are they bad owners? I said no, they're good owners. But if we're sitting at the table, if we're at Liverpool, we're sitting at the table, yeah,
Wait.
and we look to our left,
Yeah.
and we've got Man United, who, like I said, don't have great owners, but they got like they'll look to the right. What, their man spending cash, yeah? Here, we're spending cash. They got dough, they'll spend cash, yeah. We've got City, who are on stuff. We've got Chelsea, who he's on a madness. These are our compatriots. Even Leicester, even these men have got dough.
So basically,
I hate United.
So basically, Jude, let me make sure I'm right, because I don't want to seem like I'm ganging up against Liverpool.
No, when Fergie was in charge, our pay structure was very good. It's ever since this blimmin' Ed Woodward. He's just handing out contracts like mad. If you see our team, how can Marshall be on 210?
Yeah. Base structure's all mad.
All over. Now it never used to be. At United, it was similar to you guys. It was never like that. It was only Rooney. Really, Van Persie couldn't get Rooney's money. Actually, I think Van Persie did. But yeah, go on, Shots. Go on, Shots.
Nick, so you're basically saying you lot deserve City owners, innit? As Liverpool Football Club, the second most successful club in the world, in the UK, sorry, we deserve City's owners. That's kind of like what I'm hearing.
Not even City owners. Owners that would sit there and say, right, this team that I own hasn't won the Premier League in 30 years. We've won the Premier League now, yeah? What is it that I can, what is it that I can, do you know what I mean, plug so that we can sustain this success? Or what? All you need is one decent centre-back. Like, is that what you need? Yeah, half decent. That's not a Van Dijk centre-back. I'm not talking 75 million. Not even an Upamecano. Just talking someone half decent. At a time in which, at a time when you knew that, we've only got 3 centre-backs. These, like, when Klopp would have gone back to them, because if I'm sitting here saying that Michael Edwards is a shower man, the way in which he runs our club is serious, then how would he then not have the foresight at that time to have been like, yo, I think we probably need a defender? And that wouldn't have come from him, or the lack thereof wouldn't have come from him. It would have come from our owners. That's all I'm saying. I don't want, we need City owners. We need to go and spend, bro, their centre-backs are all 490 million. I'm not saying that, bro. 30 million, 25 million to get a ball.
So check this out.
Bruv,
if these two things potentially...
Like who though, Nick? Sorry, Shocks, like who? Tell me the centre-backs you'll talk about.
Like I said, a Botman, a Konate. Like, I heard that Konate had a release clause of 30 million. Like, what's it called? Kutakar, Kulamakar, the one that they wanted beforehand. The only reason their second and third choices didn't happen was because the respective clubs didn't have time enough to find replacements. What are you fucking talking about, bro? Come on. And you're talking about...
Okay, I'm going to be a devil's advocate here, yeah?
Hold on, before you say your point, Marky Way, no owners are as bad as Arsenal and Spurs, apparently.
Agreed, Mark. Agreed. Big facts. Okay, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here. So let me try and throw Klopp under the bus a little bit here, all right? So let's say Klopp figured a way to integrate Thiago into the team, because let's be fair, he hasn't figured it out yet. Thiago is not a bad player, like some people are saying, but they haven't figured it out to gel him into the team just yet, right? So let's say he figured that out. Wait.
Because that only really happens because we don't have centre backs and we don't have.
Wait. Number two. Nick
will defend Thiago to death.
Hold on. Yeah, for real. We'll get to that. And number two, I believe if Klopp put a little bit more faith in Matt Phillips, when he had those couple of tough games, he would be in a more confident place head-wise to perform now. But because he kept throwing in a Hendo, Fabinho, that's going to knock a man's confidence after he came. Like when he first played, every Liverpool man was like, yeah, he's had a blinder, good game, blah, blah, blah. And then he had one tough game and everyone's on him. He doesn't play. I think those two things, Klopp deciding to not have faith in Phillips and not figure out a way from Thiago, are two big reasons to your situation. That's what I think.
I think, firstly, the first one, not so much in terms of the Thiago. And that's not me just backing Thiago. The only thing is, if Thiago was in a midfield of Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, or Henderson, do you know what I mean? Thiago Gini or whatever, then and he was swag, I would sit here and say I understand. But he has never been allowed to be in a midfield that replicates the environment that he produces the best football in because of the injuries in which we have. So that's the only thing in which I would say in terms of Thiago, right? However, in terms of the second point, I think you're right. And I did say this earlier on. I said, I'm not going to sit here and say Klopp is completely off. Like, no, I hear that. Like, Klopp seems to be quite stubborn. And I think that that's going to be our Achilles heel. Sometimes he's not malleable. He's not a manager that can say, you know what, when we played City, City came back in the half time and they were like, yo, listen, they just flooded that midfield. And do you know what I mean? Like a manager like that can just say, no, we're going to change it like that. He's like, no, it will work. Don't worry, it will work, kind of thing. You know, them ones there. Yeah, and I do think he's stubborn.
Yeah. He's getting to that stubborn place where
it has cost us. It has cost us. He knows. Everyone knows, bro. I'm sitting.
It happened at Dortmund. It happened at Dortmund. It happens to him all the time.
That's what I'm saying. It happened, and the sad thing is we've seen this at our club. Benitez has done this. You know what I mean? Stubbornness has cost us titles. So it's like I get all of that, but at the same time, bro, I said ask One Touch if he thinks Kroenke is a good owner since he has been bigging up FSG so much. Both are penny pinching owners. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, like, mate,
shout out, man. Them, you know, we're a small community, but we get at each other.
Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, Kroenke, no, Kroenke is God. I think Kroenke is a dead owner, and the difference between Kroenke and FSG is Kroenke, your owners at least even turn up to matches, rude boy. Our owners care so little. They give they say, do you know what, son? I know you have no experience running a sports team, but do you know what? I can't be asked to go to London. Go and run that team. What's that team we run again in the UK? Arsenal. Yeah. Go run them. Talk about big things. You can expect big things come. Just gas them up. Whatever. Yeah, just do your. Like, he's a job, and I was seeing some statistics in terms of like the expenditure, how much money we've spent versus money come in and all that sort of stuff. Like the business Arsenal do is a smokescreen on Kroenke. It's a smokescreen because, for example, let's say we bought Pepe for 72 million, but if we were a big club, we would have either paid that money outright or at worst 2 years to pay that off. We're taking 6 years to pay off that transfer. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is the difference between our owners and your owners is if that deal was on the plate in terms of Pepe or Zaha, you guys would have been able to get Zaha because you would have spent the money outright. Your owners would have done we lost out on Zaha because of the financial structure of our tight-ass owners.
Yeah, no, I do hear that. And
that's just an example.
You needed Zaha, you didn't need Pepe. Do you know what I mean? And so, like, you even getting Pepe was a bit mad, and I understand that. In terms of the structure, I don't really.
100.
I don't look down. I don't look down so much on the structure because I think that's good business if you can get it. But if it's the reason you don't get a play in which you need, then I understand. Yeah, that's a bit shake. Trudon said, "Nah, Newcastle might actually."
Thank you. That's it. Yeah.
Trudon said, "Nah, Newcastle might actually is the worst. Sports Direct vibes allow."
Mate, Ashley, nah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Newcastle can hold that, to be fair.
Yeah, Newcastle boy.
Newcastle can hold that because Ashley, that guy. Wait, shout out my Ashley. Now, do you know why White Ashley is a bad boy? Because this is how he.
Raw.
What? What kind of juju was that?
What kind of Nigerian juju was that?
What kind of juju was that, man?
Nigerian Wi-Fi locked in the street, man. Hey, yo.
Wow, Nepa took the lights. Nepa took the lights. Wow.
Yo, man, then make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're liking.
Wow.
Please smash a like, man. I will mean a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I said, listen, Jude, what'd you say about this? Because I said nobody's asking FSGs to spend 100 million each window just to strengthen a depleted squad that's been poor since the restart after not strengthening in the previous season. Bro.
No, I agree. Listen.
Come on. I shout out for that. That's a very, very big comment because, boy, that's pretty much what I've been saying, man.
Do you know what it is? I agree 100%. My thing is, obviously, I'm not a Liverpool fan. so I don't know the ins and outs. But I don't know if it's down to the pandemic. I don't know if it's down to, I don't know, you like you said, the structure that you lot have in place. If you lot are, I don't know, try and save money. I don't know. But I like what he said, I totally understand. Like, you lot ain't asking for much, just strengthen. But you know what it is?
That's why when I came up here, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, why are we not getting them back?" You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, and the little that we would have got, you know, football, Jude. You're a Man United fan, but you know football, and you know that if we had our centre back half decent, the team would look so much different. You know them ones.
Of course it would.
Like,
you know what, Nick?
Bobo and Trent can't push up the field like they can because they don't have anyone cover, especially Trent. You know them ones there. We don't have a Henderson who's able to cover that side, who's able to push who's able to be combative, dynamic in the midfield, who's able to push them on. That's why we just look stagnant, and we don't have other than Jota, who's obviously Brock, but we don't have anyone who's dynamic enough to just. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
And your team always gets, not your team, but teams that are champions usually get sussed out. Like, it's very
100%,
hard
100%
to come back. You have to come with something new, or you just have to have players that are out of this
now,
world.
Where I would go, where I would say with Klopp is our style of play. What I would say is we know this happened. You have to be able to react to this. Our off the ball movement has been shocking, bro. Our transitions we will be on a fast break. We used to be, remember how dangerous our fast breaks used to be? We used to blow you, man, out of the water. Now, bro, we will be on a fast break, and somehow them man there will be able to get their whole back line and 2 DMs set before we even start to do anything. Our transition is awful. Our off the play ball. That's why when people are talking about Thiago, like, what can he do when our off the play run? Like, there's no movement. Man can't put in a killer pass if there's nothing. It's like our confidence has been sucked, and that's where I'm like, bro, that's a Klopp thing. You know them ones there, like, that's you should be able to train something for us to be. Our patterns of play you need to adapt, because to rely on it going to our wings for them to put in the ball to who that don't make sense no more. You know them ones there, like, it don't make sense. Like, you can't, and it's frustrating. I was looking at the Arsenal game against City. They were doing exactly the same thing. I was like, I'm seeing the types of play that we play. Because who are you trying to put that in the middle to? You know what I mean? It's like when people just run out of ideas, and it's like, oh, just give it to our fullbacks. You know what I mean? Let them put in a cross, and then it's like, and because we've got a fullback, or we've got 2 fullbacks that are so good with crosses, we rely on them heavily. You know, like, there is no other style of play. It's just like, oh, you know what? No, we can't get in front of them. Yeah, give it to Trent. Try and ping something on someone's head. It's dead. You man know that Luke Shaw ain't like that, so you don't rely on Luke Shaw for that. Do you understand? Like, you know, when you're in transition, it's less than 2 touches on the ball. It's bang, 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 bang.
Liverpool have been unlucky though with your injuries. It's been very unlucky, very, like,
100%.
Yeah,
100%. But at the same time, is it unlucky?
And I think Salah and Mane are just burnt out. Burnt out.
What I'm trying to, I was just about to say, is it unlucky, or is it the fact that they're just being used so much?
Of course.
You know them ones there? Like,
of course.
How is Genie?
Alex Ferguson would never use the same front 3. Always. He would always bring someone to come in and challenge. You saw it, like, in 06 when we won the title back off Jose Mourinho. It was Rooney, Luis Saha, and Ronaldo. The following season, when we had to defend it, he brought in Tevez. We won the Champions League. After that, we brought in Berbatov.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro.
It was like, but bro. I feel like he's just relied on your front 3 so much, and your fullbacks. He's not adapted his game. He's not, like, Alex Ferguson was always looking to change something or get someone to challenge the players. He did not want anyone feeling comfortable in their position whatsoever. So, and
the amount of that feeling of feeling comfortable, just
like, I'm feeling it now,
knowing, like, you know what, man didn't have a great one, but it's all right. There's always next week, like, you know that. It's like, Cammy White, appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's
yeah, I agree. Like, I'm the same. Like, that's why I want Martial to go. Like, even Rashford frustrates me sometimes. Like, I'm like, nah, this guy needs someone to pressure him because he's too comfortable. He must think that, like, because he's from Manchester, he can do what he wants. Nah, bro, that's not how football works. But like I said, you lot have brought in Jota. Yeah, he's just been injured. It's unlucky.
See, like even that, again, that is a Klopp thing. That ain't no FSG thing.
Yeah.
That's a Klopp thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm sit here and say that's a Klopp thing. Klopp shouldn't have played Jota in that dead rubber game that he didn't need to. And but it's funny how things intertwine because it could be an FSG thing. Because apparently FSG said that if they didn't win that game, they wouldn't have got some amount of money or something like that.
Oh,
so then
wow.
that puts pressure, do you understand?
Yeah.
Because everything is a business, everything is money. So if that's the case, then that puts pressure on the manager to then fill the side. Because I'm thinking, we as fans are sitting there thinking, we're top of the group.
Yeah.
We can afford to lose this game and still be top of the group. Why are you wasting, man? Salah seeing 70 minutes in that game, Jota seeing minutes in that game, then gets Brock, where he's out for 2 months. If that FSG thing is right, do you understand where I'm coming from? If it isn't, then I hold Klopp responsible for that. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. So in the beginning of the season, yeah, how many centre backs did you have?
3.
So
Because we sold Love and never replaced.
So you had Van Dijk, you had Matip, you had Gomez.
Yep, that was
and that's it.
That's it.
No one from the youth. That's it. Just those 3.
So at that time, we just had them. We only promoted from the youth because we got in a position where we needed to.
Okay, so you had 3 centre backs.
So it's not even like we had 3 centre backs and been like, listen, we've got 2 leg men that we know are calm. We just had 3 centre backs.
Yeah, you need at least 4. You need at least 4.
Championship winning side that you've just won the Champions League.
Yeah, you need 4.
We win all the time. Like we've just won.
You need 4. 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 Minimum 4. Minimum 4 senior centre backs. Minimum.
Come on.
Minimum. Yeah, that's like that's the core of your team. That's the core of your team. That's a spine. That's a spine.
That's negligence.
Yeah,
to go into that. And if you go into, I think if you go into a season with 3 centre backs that are decent, they've never had injuries prolonged in their life. Calm. It's still a bit like you should have 4. But knowing the flipping injury list that you had for them, you know what I mean? You knew Matip is always injured, bruv. And then Gomez has been injured at least 2 or 3 months out of the season, every season. That's negligent.
How much did you pay for Jota?
40 million. But we paid it over a substantial. We paid it like
so
5
Klopp, so Ice said, shout out to Ice. Ice says Klopp wanted Werner. FSG were too tight to pay. So I don't know where One Touch's reasoning is coming from when he said FSG would get players wanted by the manager.
I mean, to be very honest with you, we don't know what happened with Werner, and I still think Werner would be. Oh, hold on, we've got One Touch back in the place now. Let me bring him back. Yo,
I don't think Werner was the right player for you guys.
I don't think he was either. But at the same time, I'm happy with Jota. It's just the case. It's just a case of whatever the case may be. We know that it weren't a Klopp thing. It was a FSG thing and a lack of money thing. Do you know what I mean? We're just talking about, I don't know if you can see that comment, Shots. We're just talking about I saying that Klopp wanted Werner. FSG were too tight to pay. So I don't know where One Touch's reasoning is coming from when he said FSG would get the players that Klopp wanted or wanted by the manager. But the thing is, like, we've just been saying, whilst you've been gone, we've just been saying in terms of kind of where we stand, it is negligent from the owners to have gone into this season with the amount of centre backs that they have, and with the injury list that they have. I don't know if Shock's still there. It looks like he's a bit. This Niger Wi-Fi is a bit mad.
I'm telling you, what happened, Shocks? Are you there? Can you hear us?
He's all over the place. And let me read out this chat quickly before. Trudon, a Champions League match win is around 2.5 mil. Yeah, they wanted Jota to play. So there you go. So apparently they wanted us to win that match in order for us to get that money. And that's, do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
like what a Champions League match win is 2.5 mil. What do you get if you win the league? Why don't you just concentrate on that? You know the ones there? Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, Shots, you with us, yeah?
Yeah, somehow, someway, I'm more our Niger.
What Nepa? Was it Nepa? Hey, Shots, was it Nepa?
It's peak. Nah, it's just technical, bro.
Oh,
I'd love to blame Nepa, but it's just technical.
Oh.
Marky Way says, just feel blessed you ain't got Jose and Enoch running your things. I hear that, but you've got. Well, we all knew about Jose before them man took him. So
He tried. Hey, that guy he tried to fool us all. He had me questioning Man United players. But you know what?
Them man trying to say we can have Dyer and Sanchez. Dyer, you can keep Sanchez. You can keep Dyer, and you can keep Sanchez.
I'm telling you. They tried to pull a cloth over my eyes.
Mate, so, I wasn't having it though. I told everyone after Christmas the table's gonna kind of go back to normal. Calm down. This Spurs thing is a hype, but no one can listen, mate.
Shout out Trudon who said they sold Brewster for 24 million, so Jota was really 16 mil. It's great business to be fair. And also we sold them Keanu Hoover for like 9 mil. So like took peas off that and then
who's that, bro? You're getting 9 mil for him. Who the fuck is that?
It's our left back that we could actually flip in, do you know what I mean? We could
see, and you're complaining about the business that you lot do. Come.
Shocks.
I'm not complaining about the business we lot do. I'm not complaining about the business we do. The business we do is serious because of Michael Edwards and them, man. I'm saying that our owners are penny pinchers and we wouldn't be in this position if they just freed up the team. That's all.
Apparently, Shocks. Spurs fans actually don't blame Jose. They blame the team. They blame they blame the players. A lot of Spurs fans.
Marky, is this true? Any Spurs fans that are locked in? Let us know, bro. Let us know. Are you blaming Jose or the team? Nah, it's Jose, bro. Because you look at this. Did you watch the second half yesterday?
No, but they know. No. What I'm trying to say, his style, will forever be that style. That's how he plays. But the discipline of the players, like Sanchez, Dyer. Apparently, some of those players have to go. Spurs fans want them to go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. If you look at Tottenham's team, it is dead wood. I'm not gonna lie. That it's pretty good. Like, shout out Lucian Thomas again. He said that the pandemic effed the market. Clubs were reluctant to let players go, so signing right players was tough for a lot of Premier League clubs. Unlike Arsenal, you haven't panic bought dead wood. I hear that, but at the same time, you still got man like Leicester City who are buying man like Fofana, are buying. Do you know what I mean? There was movement in the market. There was movement. Diaz, like there was movement in the market, bro. Like if we went in and went for the right player, we would have got them. Like I said, the only reason why we landed with Davies and Kabak is because the choices we had before, we left it so late that the clubs were like, nah, we can't really do this. We don't have a replacement. That's scandalous.
So wait, who would you have rather signed
there was some mate, I botch his name up every time. I think Miliu, and then obviously there's Botman, Sven Botman.
What teams do they play for?
Lil and Sven Botman plays for. I'd have to find out actually. I didn't think, but apparently that was their main targets that they wanted. And so, yeah, I agree with that. Trudon says Hoover was cold, never should have sold him. I agree. Never should have sold him. Look at Minamino. Like,
Shots, your microphone. Your microphone.
Yeah, the mic's doing a madness again. I'm gonna mute you for now, man. This Niger setup is a madness, bruv. You get me? Hey, listen, shout out everyone that's in here. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you smash the like on the video. It mean a lot. And shout out everyone that's in the comments, man. But yeah, man. Listen, we've got another 8 minutes before I let everyone go and that. But I just wanted to make sure that. Hold on, let me see if Shots is back. Yo, you hear me? You all right?
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah. Can you still hear the thing, or am I good?
Yeah. So I said, listen. Before we got another 8 minutes or whatever, before we let everyone go and that, just wanted to say, do you understand now? Would you where do you stand on the points in which I've made in terms of like, FSG?
Look, I get it. You feel a little bit aggrieved in terms of the funds they made available for centre backs. It's probably the biggest thing that you're aggrieved with,
or lack thereof.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough for me to say that they're out. They should go out, like, because for you to get rid of them, I don't think they've done enough wrong for you to get rid of them personally. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand you being
I
angry,
agree.
but they've not done enough.
What I'm saying is, yeah, looking at our team right now, in the model that we're in this sell to buy model, we currently are in need of our final 20 meters. Our creativity within our final 20 meters is lacking. We need a centre back. We need a forward. We need a centre forward. These aren't cheap positions. Do you understand? Like, and that's in addition to what we already have. Our model right now suggests that we're going to have to lose one of or either Mane or Salah or someone big in order to then get someone else. What I'm saying is the reason why I say they need to go is because we are never going to be able to challenge the rest of the people that are sitting at the table that we are amongst if we're still on this voting. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if we're still on this sell to buy model, that is why I need someone who right now is like, you know what, go and get a centre forward, someone decent. Do you know what I mean? In addition to what we've got, and we'll balance the book somehow. Do you know what I mean? We'll get rid of. We've still got Michael Edwards. Do you know what I mean? He can still get 30 million for Ox. Why not?
Yeah.
It's Michael. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever the case is, but not wait and then run or play. That's why. So I don't want it to come as I need them to go because they're bad in this. I need them to go.
Yeah.
Forward. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough. But I personally blame Klopp over FSG for your situation.
100%, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
I get
100%.
your grievances with the FSG 100%, but I blame Klopp for this current situation.
You know
and
what
the reason why I'm blaming Klopp is because I've seen a different Klopp when it comes to interviews this season. Like the excuses have started to come out. He's getting
but then that's not fair because he's had quite a lot going on. Man's lost his mother and all sorts. I think I'll hold that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
In terms of that, calm. However, I would say that I do agree. I think I haven't come here and said that Klopp's been void of complete responsibility for how we've performed this season. I've just said that, especially when man has come out and said that I wanted a centre back. How can it then be his fault if he hasn't been supplied something that he's needed in order for him to at least try to play a different way? Do you know what I mean? Ice said Collector Car is a Marseille centre back. Cheers for that, appreciate it. Who they wanted, but FSG tried to stall as much as they can, then tried to pull it off on the last day, only to settle with two centre backs on the cheap. Yeah. And that is pretty much right. That's the only reason we never got the centre backs in which we wanted. And then we've had to have, and there's no confidence in the fact that we have still, when we've got two centre backs, we're still playing Henderson. Do you know what I mean? We obviously didn't get these lot. Like, this isn't the time. This is another reason as well, FSG. At a time when you're protecting your you're protecting your league, your Premier League, in a state that you're in, do you think this is the time to then get maybes or ifs and buts? Or, to be fair, probably won't. Let's be honest, no one was sitting there looking at the two centre-backs we got thinking that they're going to pull up trees. It was most probably like, well, they probably won't be that great, but they'll be all right later on. At this time.
But wait, who else was available in January, bro? Who else is available in January? I don't even know this guy. Do
you know why?
Do you know why? Kalatakar or whatever. I don't know him personally.
Yeah, but there was hella people that you could have got. Let's be honest, yeah? Let's be honest. The only reason we never got someone like a Upamecano is because we were on a joke team trying to look for somewhere. And if we were like, we are shit, you know what, guys? We are in trouble. We need something. And we went to them and slapped down what? What did they get Upamecano for? 80 million? No. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. There's plenty centre backs that we could have got to a serious enough club to slap down the money, but we were on some penny pinching. Why? That's why.
I don't think in January. Not in January anyway. Not in January.
Marky Way says, "What's pleasure hiding under that hat?" Big up the bin dippers. So yeah, man. I mean,
I have a question. Sidebar. Like. This Upamecano fella, like, is he that good?
I don't think so.
I'm just asking because every time I see him play in the Champions League,
I don't think so.
He gets scored each time.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think he's that good, but I would have personally gone for Konate. But we won't get Konate because he's, again, bigger P than we're prepared to put out. you see what I'm saying? It don't really matter. But no, I don't think that Upamecano knows the truth like everyone's making him out to be.
But for that price, you can't go wrong in it. 38 mil. Buy it.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a small risk.
Is a massive risk for us. And how can that be a massive risk for a team like Liverpool? Come on, brother. Like, this is a madness. We all knew as Liverpool fans, 38 mil. Nah, that's too rich for our blood. That's crazy, bro. And for you, man, if you were in the position we were in, you would have taken Upamecano like that, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Roman would have taken him and his younger brother and his picnics that he ain't got. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Man City would have, bro, but only us. This is a madness, bro.
No, it's true.
But listen, I want to appreciate everyone that's been in the chat, man. Everyone that's locked in. Thank you ever so much, man. Jude, thank you, bro. Much appreciated for joining us, man, and having that unbiased opinion, even though you're a Man United fan and that.
It was hard.
I said it was hard and that.
It was hard. Next time.
Appreciate it. Listen, everyone that's been in, appreciate it, man. Thanks for rocking with me. I'm actually back on in an hour. I'm back on 8. No, I say half an hour. In half an hour for the Mandem Premier League review. So yeah, come lock in for that, man. All right, cheers, people. Yeah, appreciate